Okay.
Hey, everybody. D. Lisa West, Dream Doula. I help people remember their dreams and connect to those dreams that they have in life that maybe up until now they didn't think they could have.
I'm Christina Spatero. I'm a psychotherapist and relationship coach. I help people remove the obstacles in their lives that are stopped, whether they be actual physical obstacles or mental obstacles that stop them from achieving the dreams that they want.
Mm. And today we're going to talk about future tripping or not. Like, do you always worry about the future? Do you think about what's going to happen tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day, what's going to happen next month? I do that. I find myself spinning sometimes. Like, what about, wow, what
Yeah.
about this and what about that? What if, in fact, the big what if question was so spun around for me. Like, what if, instead of catastrophizing, what if something terrible happens? What if something great happens?
I love it. So instead of assuming the worst, why not anticipate the best?
Yeah.
I love that because, I'll have many clients who are struggling with that very idea of like catastrophizing and worrying or waiting for that shoe to drop. Or I have many who, like, when something's going great, they're like, okay, I know this is going to turn bad. I know it. I know it. I'm just waiting for that shoe to drop. But imagine when you're putting yourself in that mindset, what that does to you. Because now you're basically setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up almost to anticipate this thing that you think is going to be bad. What if you didn't do that? What if you actually anticipated something good?
And what if, in fact, there's a woman I follow named Marie Manuchehri. She's a energy worker in Seattle, and she uses what if statements as affirmations. If you have an affirmation and you don't really believe it, you might have to say it for 20 years before it happens for you.
I like that.
If you start it with what if, and then say the affirmation, your brain will go, oh, well, what if? And it will start to think about ways that that could possibly happen. So what if something great happens? What if my day is amazing? What if I'm exactly where I need to be, etc.?
Exactly. Oh, I love that. So just by adding the what if,
Yeah.
I think that is brilliant because you're right. Because there are people that say, oh, I've tried these affirmations, they don't work for me, because you don't believe them. Because you're looking at, but so many people think that things have to be conditional. I'll be happy when, or my life is going to be good after this.
Yeah.
But when you do the affirmation, like, what if? So you're leaving the space for the possible.
Right. Yeah.
I like that. You're leaving the space for the possible. And that's really what it's about. It's about when you, instead of catastrophizing the future, you're saying, what if it's amazing? What if I literally get everything I want? You're leaving space for the positive. People think, oh, well, if I'm prepared, then I'm prepared for the negative, or I'm prepared for this thing. Okay, what happens when you over prepare for that is you're going to freak yourself out to the point where you're not going to enjoy your moment. You're not going to enjoy the good stuff that's coming because you're saying, okay, this is going to end any minute now. Any day now we're going to have something. And I'm not saying bad stuff doesn't happen. But if you live in anticipation of it, you are robbing yourself of the joy of the moment.
I'm now thinking about when my kids were really young and I used to take a 1-week trip to the ocean every summer with them. The first day we were sort of settling in, and the last day I was always thinking about what I had to do to get back to the town. The first and the last day of that trip were lost. I wasn't in the moment. I wasn't having, even though I was with little kids, like how can you be in the moment more than be with a little kid?
Oh yeah, they still keep you in the moment.
Like what kind of insect is that? We lived in the Pacific Northwest, so one of my daughters wanted to have a slug as a pet.
I love it. She wanted a
Mommy,
slug.
can I have that slug as a pet? And I said, yes, but it has to live on the front porch where it's raining. It can't come in the
Yeah.
house. Every day the slug would crawl out of this little plastic container we had it in and go get away a couple steps down, and then she'd put it back in that thing and give it some grass, whatever. And a slug for a week. But how to be in the moment, like, yeah, how do you stay in the moment and stop worrying about the future? What do you tell your people?
So I'm very direct and I just get to the point of it. I'm like, how is it serving you to worry about the future? Is it really serving you? You're robbing yourself of this moment. You're robbing yourself of this time. So it's almost like, and they'll tell me, oh, but I can't. Okay. So at least try, at least so we start them out slow. Try for a day. Like your homework, I'll tell them your homework for tonight is you must just enjoy the day. Not worry about what the next day is going to bring, not worry about, literally do things in the day, because in that, you know how you have people who've gotten like bad news and suddenly they're like, oh my goodness, they've got like a health scare, something happened, and they just suddenly have a new zest for life.
Yeah.
What if we have that zest every day? Like, what if every day we had that zest for life? And if we literally lived every day as the precious gift that it is, how different would our lives be? How different would we be?
Well, I think that's what amazes people when they do studies of happy people around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are they the richest people? Not necessarily. Are they the
Mm-hmm.
most creative people? Not necessarily. Sometimes the happiest people are the poorest people in the poorest countries,
Mm-hmm.
because they are grateful for another day of life.
Yes.
They
And
are grateful for their next meal. They
yeah.
are super happy that their family can live with them and they have a bed to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not necessarily worried about, maybe they are, maybe they're worried about where to get the food the next day,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not what they're thinking about in the moment that they're feeding their family. They're like, look at this
Exactly.
great food. Yum.
Mm.
So how to get into that, how to remember, I suppose one mantra would be, is everything okay right now?
I like that.
Like right now, this minute, do I
This
have
minute.
everything I need?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And more. I have an abundance of everything I need right now, this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I future tripping about, ooh, in the future, I won't have
That's
everything
true.
anymore, or I will
You're
be
right.
tangled up in something that I don't want to be tangled up in.
You're
When
right.
right here, everything's good.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
I have everything I need in this moment. Everything is good.
Mm-hmm. Well, what is it? I think maybe the title of one of Ram Dass's book is called Be Here Now.
Oh, I like that. Be here now.
Be here now is the constant thing that people try to do if they're going to be mindful. Mindfulness is to be
Mm,
aware of the moment you're in. Right?
yes.
So how do you be here now?
How do you be here now? I like that. And if you want more help in being here now, you can contact either myself or my friend here, and we will help you
Right on.
find the ability to be here now.
Yeah, because there's
Enjoy your moment.
tips and techniques to doing that. But
Exactly.
yeah, so so the message for the day is be here now, enjoy the life you have right now,
Mhm.
friends you have right now, all the
Yeah.
abundance right now, and do something that you really want to do that seems fun.
Yes, I love that. Now, I will say, because I've had people who've been through really difficult things in their lives. So they've had moments that have been really brutal and life experiences that have been really hard. So their cynicism is well earned. I mean, they've been through stuff. So I do not discounting that. But I'm saying in this moment, and I love doing the idea of tapping into your five senses. What are you seeing that's giving you joy? What are you smelling that's giving you joy? What are you tasting that's giving you joy? What could you be hearing that's giving you joy? What could you be touching that could be giving you joy?
Mm,
And in that five sensed moment, find your joy, find your bliss, and enjoy it.
that's beautiful because you can't pay attention to your five senses and not be present in your body.
Yes.
Tripping about this and that and the past and the future and worrying about everything. You're like right here, right now. 'Cause
Yes.
you're tasting something. That's beautiful, Christina. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. Thank you for listening. And thank you again for having me. And I really do enjoy our talks and I enjoy our ability to share things with people. And, hopefully, as people are watching this, hopefully they're getting something worthwhile from us.
Right on. It's our gift to you.
Yes, our gift to you, take it as it will. Take this moment for the gift that it is.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks now. Bye.
Bye.